Okay, so this morning we're gonna go ahead and test out this new Hyper 29er e-bike out here on some trails. So a lot of people have been asking questions on if this bike can really go off-road as a mountain bike. So I'm gonna bring it out here this morning and see what it's got, see, you know, if it really can do it. I mean, my ultimate goal here with this bike is to try to continue to get my exercise, but yet have some fun at the same time and, you know, be able to go a little further. So I'm gonna try to do some of this without the motor before I kind of kick in the motor. But I mean, obviously the whole point of an e-bike is the motor. So this is a beginner trail here at the Late Night System in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we're gonna go ahead and kick on this. Yeah, look at this thing go. It's amazing. I mean, it just wants to take you for a ride, man. This is nice. Pretty smooth so far. I mean, I know there's a 26 version. My wife has that bike. One of the main reasons why I bought this was to keep up with her when we ride. But I'll tell you what, this bike is smoother than my other one. I mean, I have a regular mountain bike, and so far this bike is much smoother. I mean, this trail here is not very technical, so there's not a whole lot we're gonna really worry about. But just so you know, all right, now I'm in first gear, second gear, and low power, and this thing is just pushing me along. This is a gradual little climb here that you know, normally I would be obviously climbing, you know, without the power. But what's nice about this is as soon as you stop pedaling or hit the brakes, the power shuts off. But right now I'm in low power, under my power of, you know, riding. So it's going pretty well. You know, right now I'm just gonna test this bike, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. Obviously you're not going to take this bike on, you know, where there's going to be these huge drops and jumps. That's not my goal anyway. My goal is to just get out here and ride some of these trails out here. It's beautiful. You get in, you know, a nice ride. That's my goal. But this thing is it's riding pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's taking the bumps good. Cool little bike. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, this is cool. I mean, I think what I did upgrade the pedals already to the Fooker. They're a knockoff of the Chesters, I believe they're called. I went with the same color green, and I'm going to upgrade these bars to 720s. I mean, I have control of it. I don't feel like I don't have control of the bike, but 720 bars would be great. But yeah, man, you can see that you can ride a long way on this bike. Look at this, just tearing this up, no problem. Yeah, this is really nice. How cool is that? It just powers you right up through those rugs and stuff up this hill. I mean, it's just great. This is crazy good. I mean, it's got the little shifter where you shift with a spin shifter, whatever they call those, instead of the thumb shifter, but kind of like it. The gears are smooth. It's not making a whole lot of noise as of right now. I mean, my other bike, it would make all kinds of racket. This thing's pretty quiet. Of course, when I got it out of the box, I went through every single bolt, tightened everything. You know, you can't trust people. You gotta tighten stuff. So I went through, pretty much everything was tight. You only have to put a few things on, you know, so it was pretty good. I mean, this bike is really handling this trail very well. I mean, like I said, this is not a very technical trail. There's gonna be a little bit of chunky stuff coming up here, and I'm gonna take it slow because, you know, it's a new bike and I'm not used to it. So, but yeah, I mean, this thing is really taking this trail. Look at that. You just pedal up it, boom, it takes you right out. I mean, it really didn't kick on that much right there. A little bit, you know. What's nice about this is it's power assist. So it's just gonna assist you. So if you pedal hard, it's really not kicking in because you're pedaling. So you're driving the bike. Oh yeah. I mean, this thing is really nice. I feel like I got control, and these bars are small. I would really highly recommend, that's the only thing right now, is the bars. I mean, obviously probably the front shocks after a while, but right now they're doing pretty good for the trails I ride. Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, that was a big one. Oh, that was my fault. Oh, that didn't sound good. Yeah, pretty good. It's definitely taking it really, really well. A couple little big rocks that I hit, you know, but other than that, It's going pretty good. I'm impressed. For a budget e-bike, this thing is amazing. I mean, this is pretty much all downhill right now. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna shut my power off because I don't really need it. Except I'm pushing the wrong button. There we go. This is Harry. Oh. Okay, so I just showed you that it can take a little beating, as I wasn't ready for that. So no power right now, just totally under my own, and it's not bad. It's just, this is kind of a combination of sort of both downhill and uphill. Tires seem to be pretty good. I know there's different models right now. What they show you on the picture for when you're buying it online at Walmart or somewhere, the tires aren't what's on the picture. And the we're gonna take Cactus Slalom, and the gearing, the front is a 1x, where it shows a weird one on the picture on Walmart. Yeah, this thing is going. I'm right now, I have no power on. I'm just under my own control right now. This is a little trail called Cactus Slalom. It's pretty cool. You just got to watch out for these sticky bushes. These cactuses, you definitely don't want to crash about these cactuses. But you know what, this is just fun, and I'll come back this way. So I'll be climbing back on this hill, so I'll turn the power on. And normally I ride this back with my other bike, and you know, it takes forever because you're climbing. Here, I'm gonna cruise this bad boy out and see what happens. This has been pretty smooth. I'm really impressed. I know that when I was looking to buy this bike, I couldn't find any reviews of somebody really riding it hard. Sorry about the wind. It's supposed to be really windy this afternoon, so I'm trying to get this in this morning, but yeah, I'm going right into the wind right now, so I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna kick power on now. I'm going uphill, see what happens. Again, because I'm pedaling pretty fast, it's just assisting me. So it's really not pushing. You know, it didn't speed me up or nothing. It's just giving me some assistance, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased because I feel like I could still get my workout. I mean, I'm just sitting down, cruising along here. It's how smooth this bike is. The seat feels pretty good. I mean, I know I'm used to my hardtail, my other hardtail, but I'll tell you what, this thing is pretty fun. Like I said, I'm standing once in a while, but most of the time I'm just sitting down riding this bad boy. It's a beast. I think it's a beast. I mean, you'll bust through trails. Good stopping power, not bad. Nice. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Very impressed. So yeah, if you're thinking about buying this Hyper E-Ride mountain bike, 29-inch disc brakes, nice color, green. It's like a flat color. I got it for, well, I was watching it, it was $648 at Walmart. Finally decided to go and buy it, and it jumped up almost $100. So they're climbing because they're popular right now. So people are buying these bikes. So if you're thinking about buying one, I wouldn't wait, because prices are only gonna go up. But yeah, everything on it seems pretty good. I know when it gets technical, I'm kind of slowing down because I'm new on the bike, so I don't want to hurt myself. But other than that, this thing's pretty smooth. I'm impressed. Like I said, my derailleur made all kinds of noise. Now, I don't know if it's because it probably needed to be tuned because it's an older bike now. But this one seems to be pretty quiet. It rattled a couple times, but nothing major. This is a cool little, I'm gonna test this puppy out a little bit. Still got power on. Whoop. A little bit of gravel right there. Oh, look at this. It's an animal. Oh, that thing is an animal. I'll tell you what. That thing tore right up that. Like no problem. Look at this. Huh? All right. I'm just gonna turn around right here. This is a landmine. We're out here in Las Vegas. So I'm gonna stop recording. All right, so now we're gonna head back. So let's see, I got power on. I'm in third gear. And now we're just gonna go through this, see what happens when we go back. So normally this is the way I ride when I ride this. It's about an 8-mile loop. So this is part of it. So this is Cactus Slalom going back. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm riding the Hyper E-Ride. We're gonna see, this is gonna be a test because I haven't rode this bike through any of this stuff yet, but we'll see what happens. This thing's a beast. That was the hardest section of this trail right there. But yeah, this thing is definitely a beast. It's awesome. So third gear, low power. So just a little assistance of getting up this puppy, and I'll finish this trail faster than I ever did. It's great, this power assist. If you, just so you know, if you're new to this group and you're thinking about buying one of these hyper bikes, rather it's the 26 or 29er, I highly recommend, if you're gonna do any trail riding, you buy the 29er. And if you're just looking to have some fun like I did, and your wife wants to ride, then get her the 26-inch. But that is definitely not one that I would bring out here to these types of trails unless you upgrade it. This one seems to be built a little more solid. It's got a better fork with a little more travel. It does have the same bars, which I will be switching them out. I'm probably going to keep everything else the way it is for now and then just go from there. But yeah, so far this thing has been very capable. Like I said, I'm sitting down through this whole ride, where on my other bike, because these are both hardtails, I'd stand up a lot because it would beat the heck out of me. But for some reason, this bike just seems to ride a lot smoother. I mean, I'm telling you, it is just taking all this. Again, low power, so I'm working. I'm still having to pedal this thing. Being in third gear, it's kind of cool. Still gives you the workout. This is not a steep hill by any means. It's just a gradual climb. And it's given me a little bit of assistance at times. I notice if I pedal harder, it doesn't give you the assistance. Let's drop down a gear for this one. See what happens. There we go. Get up this hill. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay, I thought I dropped a tick. Wow, this is really cool. Yeah, very smooth. I know I've said it several times, but I'm really impressed with how smooth this bike is. My tire pressure, just so you know, 30 in the back, 25 in the front. Remember, these bikes are heavy, so that's why I ran a little more on my hardtail normal mountain bike. I run 25 in the back, 22 in the front. It just seemed to work for me. But just so you know, this is riding really smooth right now. 30 in the back, 25 in the front. What's nice is this thing still allows you to get a workout. I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I noticed and I said this earlier, I noticed when I pedal harder, so in other words, I'm trying to get up the hill myself, the power doesn't kick in. If I pedal lightly, it starts to slow down. It'll kick in and keep you up to that speed. Kind of interesting. Good to know. How many times have we been through a trail and you just start to tire out? Here, what this is gonna do, I read some stuff on e-bikes about, you know, does it still give you a workout, blah, blah, blah. The way it gives you a workout is you're allowed to ride longer and farther. So we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it because I'm losing a ton of weight and that's my ultimate goal. But yeah, you could tell I'm starting to breathe a little heavier. So I'm still working. It's not all e-bike here, which is nice. Pedal assist, that's the key. Yeah, you want assistance, just back up off the... Wow, very cool. I mean, I don't know if you guys can hear how quiet this bike is, but I mean, yeah, I'm not riding over anything major, but there is not one rattle, nothing. Beautiful. I'm excited. I'm looking to build this puppy now. But just right out of the box, all I did was change the pedals, only because I like really good grip on my pedals. Changed them out to the Fookers. But even if I had the other pedals on, this bike would still be awesome right out of the box. I highly recommend going through every nut, bolt, screw. Make sure everything's tight. Make sure everything's lined up properly. Adjust your brakes before you get out on a trail like this. But man, wow. Here we go. So we're gonna finish up here. Look out, little guy. I'll tell you what, man. This is so worth. If you're looking for a budget e-bike and you're not, you know, dropping off the side of cliffs, and I mean, I'm not saying that this thing can't take, this thing can take my trail that I ride. And where we just turned around back there, that's a hairy little section back there. I'll ride that one soon, but for right now, these are pretty much the trails that I ride. So for me, if you're riding beginner, intermediate trails, you should be okay. You get into the black trails, I'd say you're gonna have some problems. Sorry, buddy. Of course. But other than that, dude, I'll tell you what, just don't delay on this puppy, because it's going to go up in price. With gas prices going up, everybody looking to go e-bike. Yeah, this thing is cool. Look at that, sat down through that whole thing. Normally I'd stand up through those only because I'd be taking a beating. And I'm working. I can feel my legs still. I can feel my glutes. So I'm still getting my workout. I'm just riding faster. Yeah. Pretty cool. This puppy's just pulling me right up this thing. Wow. Again, I'm sitting down, hitting all these little rocks and bumps and nothing. Unreal. Power still in low power. I have dropped a tick. So I've dropped 1 bar of power so far. it says you're only supposed to get an hour's worth out of the battery, or 20 miles. Well, I know my wife gets more than that, but she's not riding trails. But she does ride uphill and stuff like that, so we'll see. We'll see. This is great. I mean, what I'm happy about is it does seem like if you do lose power somewhere out and about, you can still ride this thing, especially with the 7-speed. See, on Walmart, on the website, on the box and stuff, it says 6-speed. Well, the 6-speed is my wife's bike. That's the 26-inch. I think they're giving you stats of the 26-inch on the 29er. The 29er comes with a 7-speed, so it gives you a little more range on the low end, which is nice. So I have dropped another tick as I'm in full climb right now. Still in low power. I'm in 2nd gear climbing this hill. This has been a non-stop climb since we hit that chunky stuff back there. Nothing like major, but normally I'd be in 1st gear and pedaling my butt off. Nice. A little kick into some power. Nice. Look at this. Get up. Gee. Awesome. Hey man, shout out to Hyper. I'll tell you what. I hope this video helps you guys, because I have yet to see one of somebody really getting out there and riding a trail. So hopefully, you know, this is a beautiful day too. Let's let these guys go. Oh, sorry, man. My bad. My bad.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was, they're supposed to stop coming downhill, but oh well. I got power to get me back going again. Crazy. Yeah, normally I'm climbing this puppy in 1st gear. This thing is just, I went back to 3 ticks. Yeah, like I said, I hope this helps. Once I get the 720 bars on, I'll come back and ride my full trail. But I think it's gonna be able to do it just fine. This has been really cool. Control issues have been fine, as far as, like, you know, the power kicking in, and it's just gonna make the rides fun, you know? I mean, I'm working up a sweat, getting my workout. Still, this is awesome. I just finished this trail a lot faster. So now if I wanted to, if I had some more time, I can go again. I think I'd have enough battery. But man, how cool is that? Not sure how many miles I've ridden, you know, because it's been a while since I've done just that run. Normally I add a lot more, but I'll put it in the description of how many miles I rode, what was my percentage of battery used, all that stuff. And hopefully this will be a cool review for somebody thinking about buying this bike. Shout out again to Hyper for creating this awesome e-ride. And shout out to Walmart. GoPro, stop recording.